I'm not a runner. Actually, maybe I should say I wasn't a runner, because as of today, I've officially run 184 days in a row without missing one. It's been quite the adventure. Here's what's happened.
Welcome to the office. I know you saw the title, you clicked it. I hated running, and now I've begun to enjoy it. Enjoy it so much that I've actually started training for a half marathon. I'm going to be running that in October. If this is the first video of mine that you're seeing, I'm Jeff. I'm 33 years old, and at the end of last year, I decided I was kind of fed up with being sedentary. And so I set a goal to run every single day this year. I hadn't been a runner. I didn't really like running. Somehow I've been able to stick with that goal, and it's been really positive in my life. So I thought I'd hop on here, make a video, and share what I've learned. But you might be thinking, there's lots of running channels and running videos out there, lots of people giving you advice on how to chase your goals. So why would you watch me? Well, allow me to introduce you to my credentials. I think there are two primary credentials that make me a good fit to talk about this topic today. The first is my consistency. I have run 184 days in a row. Every single day I've gotten up and gone out for a run. Do I recommend this? No. There will be tips later in the video. This is not a tip. Don't do this. If you want to get faster, if you want to get better at running, don't run every day. Recovery helps you run better. Why do I run every day? Well, you can see at the bottom here a picture of my brain. That's a brain. And, well, it happens to be broken. It's broken in a very special and specific way. The way my brain is broken is that it is easier for me to do something every single day than it is for me to do something some days. I don't know why I'm that way, but that's the way that I am. And so I'm leaning into it and I'm running every single day. My recovery days look like a slow 1 mile run, which is the minimum that for me I have to run in order to achieve the goal. At least a mile a day, every single day in 2025. So how's it gone? Well, in the last 184 days, I've run every day. I've run 553 kilometers and I've spent 56 and a half hours out there running. So I think this has been long enough. This isn't like a 1 month challenge where I did it for 30 days and let me teach you how to be consistent. Like anyone can do something for 30 days. This is a full half a year. Half of the year, I have been doing this every single day, all the way through the winter, even when I got sick and had a high fever, when I went on a vacation. I made a video where I ran every day on the vacation. I've been doing this consistently. That's one of my credentials. Not a recommendation, a credential. What about my other credential? Well, the improvement that I've had. Not only have I been consistent, it has produced results. What kind of results? Weight loss. I lost 15 pounds. Now, there's an asterisk at the end of this. Running is not a good way to lose weight. And so at the beginning of this challenge, I lost a whole bunch of weight as my body was adapting to exercising more. And then I got used to it. And then I really haven't lost any weight since then. So this has happened. This has been an improvement. But without changing your diet, you're not going to lose weight. But weight loss is not the be all and end all. Do you feel good? I feel good. And for as long as I continue to feel good in this challenge, I'm not really going to focus on weight. What else has happened? Improvements. My VO2 max. This is like a measure of cardio fitness. At the beginning, Apple Fitness told me I was below average. I think actually it said low, and then I improved enough to become below average, if you can believe it. Now, as of this week, I hit 43 of my VO2 max, which is like 8.8 points up on that measure. Big improvement. It's been a steady kind of climb. And that's the level where Apple will tell me that I'm average or even close to above average. So feeling pretty good about that. On this topic, I have to give a shout out. I made a 1 month update video and there was a guy on that video at Reed EV. I'll put his comment on screen if I can find it. He commented and said that if I don't run more than a mile a day, I will get to about 40 for my VO2 max and then it'll stop improving. And it happened. I have a chart. You can see it happen. It's going up and then I plateau. And then I started an actual training program and it started going up again. So feeling pretty good about that. But my VO2 max has gone up a whole bunch. What else? My resting heart rate has gone down. So 8 beats per minute lower. That's great. My active heart rate has also gone down. This one's really interesting. So I took 2 runs at a comparable pace, one from January and one from this last month. Comparable pace, comparable distance. The run in January, my average heart rate was 182. That's high. That's not good. That's very not good. And my average heart rate on the similar run just last month, 149. Unbelievable difference. 182 to 149. I'm getting lots of improvement in my active heart rate. Also, my average pace has gone down. So this just tracked over the course of the month. In my early months, 6 minutes and 15 seconds per kilometer. Now I am running 5 minutes and 47 seconds per kilometer. And I've got a little asterisk here because all my runs now are longer. Not only am I running faster, I'm running faster for longer periods of time on average. This is a big improvement. And of course, my personal records, if you're curious, if you're into this, they're not particularly impressive, but going from not really running to where I'm at now, I'm pretty proud of them. So my 10K, I moved it from an hour 5 to 57 minutes, which one of my goals for the year was to run a 10K in under 1 hour. So we already beat that goal. That was my day 100 daily video. My 5K, I went from a 34:22 at the beginning of the year. No, there were bad weather conditions in that as well, but I went from a 34:22 to a 26:52. That long 34:22, I got roasted in the comments of that one. Somebody was saying, I don't want to be offensive, but your heart rate's really high and your heart rate's way too high for the distance you're running and the pace you're running at. You should slow down and do less, which, I mean, you're probably right, but now I ran a 26:52 and I have a lot more in the tank. That PR 26:52 was quite a while ago. I have gotten faster since then. Actually, yesterday's run, I did a tempo run in the morning. I ran 4K in 1936. So I'm getting close to another one of my goals for the year, which is a 25-minute 5K. Feeling pretty good about that. And of course, my 1 mile. This whole thing kind of centers around a 1 mile minimum run. So want to keep improving that 1 mile run. I don't know what my personal best on a 1 mile was before, but now it is 6 minutes and 42 seconds, which I feel pretty proud of. So how did I do it? There are lots of videos that tell you how to get faster runner. There are lots of videos that'll tell you how to get consistent of running. How did I start to enjoy running? Well, that's the question that we're answering today. And I've got good news for you. I've got Jeff's 4 top secret tips. We're going to crack this lock open and tell you all about them. Tip number 1, slow down and take more steps. The first part, slow down. Seriously, however fast you're running right now, if you're not enjoying running, slow down. It's okay. Running doesn't have to be fast. If you want to call it jogging, you can call it jogging, but slowing down will drastically change how much you enjoy doing it, and that will drastically change how much you want to do it. So slow down, run slower. Here's what I've been learning. You have to go slow to go fast. And I've been going slow for most of the year, and now I'm starting to go a little bit fast, and it's fun, and I'm enjoying it because I went slow. So slow down. It's okay. If you need someone to tell you it's okay to run slow, this is your moment. Here, you have permission. You have my permission. You can show them this clip from the video. You have my permission to run slower. Just do it. Slow down and take more steps. I wrote right here, literally, cadence is magic, increasing your running cadence. So look at these 2 diagrams I drew here. This is how I used to run. Big, slow steps. This is how I run now. Shorter, faster steps. I think I watched a video that was talking about how increasing cadence is good for beginner runners. Man, did this make a difference for me. My heart rate dropped on my runs when I started running at a higher cadence, when I started doing more steps per minute, and I had some knee pain. It went away. Basically, the rule of thumb, as I understand it, is your ideal running cadence is probably a little faster than you naturally tend to run. So what I did, I go on my runs and I listen to a playlist at a high cadence. I use one that's like 165 to 170 beats per minute, and I run along to that pace. It makes a huge difference in my running. It actually feels like a hack. I would highly recommend you checking this out. Slow down and then take more steps. Highly recommend. What's secret number 2? We've got a few of these. Secret number 2, set a realistic goal and then let it grow with you. My goal was at least a mile a day every single day. The reason? 1 mile run is about 10 minutes. Even on the day when I really didn't want to, I didn't feel like it, had a bad day, or things have been hard, I wasn't feeling well, even on the worst day, I could do 10 minutes. 10 minutes felt like a reasonable goal. The other thing I would say is prioritize consistency over optimization. Sometimes I want to make it the most efficient, the best, the most perfect plan. I'm going to do this plan or this plan or this plan. I'm trying to find the best way to become the fastest runner, because if I'm not going to become the fastest, then why would I even bother? All of that is the death of joy. Optimize for consistency. Make it a part of your life. Make it something you enjoy. So that's my second recommendation. Make your goal realistic and then let it grow with you. You can keep improving your goal. You can make your goal a little bit bigger if you're doing really well, and you can adjust it as you go. But that's secret number 2. Secret number 3, you've probably heard this before, but find people to do it with. A group of people better than doing it on your own. I have tried to do consistent running before, and I missed one day. This is my rigid thinking. I missed one day, and I was like, well, I might as well give up. And that was the end of it. Now I'm actually doing this challenge with a couple of friends. Here's a video of me running with a couple of them. I'm doing this challenge with a couple of friends. And so even if I missed a day, I want to come back around and get back at it because I want to hang out with my friends. I didn't have a run club in my town. And so some friends of mine started one, and I've been going to a run club once a week. And yeah, it messes with the workout schedule that I'm trying to do, but it makes it more fun. Find people you can do this with. And if you don't have people in person, that's okay. I have people that are checking in the comments of these videos. I post daily shorts. And so you can have an online community of people who you're sharing this journey with, but it gives you someone to be accountable to, and it gives you someone to enjoy it with. And I think that makes a huge difference. So find some people to do it with. It doesn't have to be in person. While I think that's the ideal scenario, but it can be an online community. And of course, if you can't find it in person, you can build it. I had friends in town who just started a run club. We didn't have one before. That was really helpful for me. The other day was at the dog park, and I just met a guy, and we were chatting, and he seemed cool, and he said he was into running, and we exchanged phone numbers, and that day we went for a run together. But if you can't be in person, you can do an online community. You can use my comment section on the daily videos for that. I would love it. And secret number 4, probably one of the most important ones. If you're still here, could you hit the like button? And if you're enjoying the content, you could subscribe. I post daily videos here in addition to this kind of long form content. Do this a little bit less often. And I try to reply to every single comment I get. So if you do leave a comment below, I will do my very best to reply to you. I don't think I've missed one yet this year, and I'm not intending to do that anytime soon. So that's my pitch. Hope you've enjoyed the video so far. It brings us to the last question. I have no idea what a good time for a half marathon would be for me. I've never even come close to running that far in my entire life. So if you have a recommendation, if you're a runner and you're still around and you got like hey, this is a good goal to maybe attain towards, maybe you could drop that in the comments. I have one final goal I've talked about in my other videos, but it's that I'm trying to run 1 kilometer per subscriber this year. So if you do hit that subscribe button, you can help me increase my mileage a little bit. And if you do, I'll see you tomorrow.